Hey, yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? Once again, just picking up where I left off with the previous live stream. Um, that was supposed to had all been concluded previously, but due to my schedule, I wasn't able to conclude. So that's why I made it an encore today. So I hope everyone has had a good one. I'm just trying to stay cool on these hot summer days, given the date of this live stream. I would normally say grab your popcorn, nachos, hot dogs, and soda, and that's fine. But for those who are in warmer places, get a salad, get some lemonade, get some popsicles. Yeah, do that instead. There's nothing wrong with that as well if that's what you would prefer. Um, yeah, I'm kind of eating something like myself. So just kind of going with uh going with a balsamic vinaigrette type of salad with some steak and with some, got some green, got some red onions, shredded up cheese, yeah, little croutons. I don't like the real big croutons though. So with that said, let's continue to chop it up. Let me see where I was at because I was talking about tying in well in the previous live stream I was tying in a lot of the different reasons as to why guys choose bad girls first, and this is kind of what pretty much brews up this idea of relationships and marriages are transactional. Because you get a lot of these dudes, yeah, you get a lot of these dudes that they wifing up these type of chicks, so it just kind of distorts the reality of what a relationship and a marriage is. Okay, and before I get started with that, someone yesterday they left me a great comment. So I kind of want to piggyback on that and continue to uh, hit y'all up with some greatness with this live stream. So let me go ahead and check out this comment that was left for me, and let me see this here. Yeah, it was left by one of my subscribers, Queen. Know who I am, so shout out to her. And she says something very great. She was like, I enjoyed listening to your thoughts, views, and opinions on this very personal and important topic. Unfortunately, marriage today is uh, more like a hookup, and yeah, that's what it is. Brings out that transactional side of things. Um, the society we live in is a hypersexual one, and people are often quick to confuse lust with love. And unfortunately, it's also a hyper financial one too. You haven't heard that before. You heard that here today. Not just hypersexual, but also hyper financial. And why do I add hyper financial? Just because, yeah, I mean, you could see that when you're around somebody, it's just kind of really about let's get in the sack. And, I guess after that, we could try to have some type of relationship, right? But the same thing, even with hyper financial, it's almost like, well, I won't do for you unless you pay me out this. A dude probably like, I won't get around her unless she's breaking bread. And that's merely because some of the feminine just aren't reciprocal in the first place. And that's sad. But a man shouldn't have to ask the feminine to break bread or to just be there for him if he's lacking or if she wants to show support. That should just be automatic. Same thing with sex. That should come automatic. That should be natural. So, but we put a lot of emphasis on the sexual side as well as what a man needs to bring to the table financially, vice versa with what the woman needs to bring to the table. So that's where I bring out the hyper financial aspect of it. So yeah, another term coined by yours truly that I'm pretty sure somebody will copy and use it on their channel without giving me any acknowledgement. But it's all good. I'm starting to realize that more and more. Yeah, and I see Courtney. Hey, what's good, Courtney? Good to see you in the building, as well as Aquarius. Yes, for sure. But Courtney said, It doesn't work like that. It's a 50-50 thing. Yeah, for sure. And I've heard Kujin 87 say this before, and I've said it before too. But yeah, shout out to Kujin 87. But he was like, it's a 100-100 thing. And I get that. I hear what you're saying too, Courtney, but I'll be saying it's 100-100 because we got to keep it 100. You know, it's not really that we split half, we just give whole as much as possible. And we don't see that. We don't see a lot of people willing to truly give of themselves. You know, like it says in scripture, you know, give not grudgingly, nor of necessity. Be a cheerful giver. Most people ain't cheerful when they're giving. One second. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll make this an open panel, but if somebody wants to jump on, just say, hey, drop the link, Ray. So, but let me get through a few minutes. You know, I'm gonna just try to get on some things here and then let me know how y'all feel about it. And let's continue to keep going with this. So yeah, Courtney, uh, she said, I'm down. You're a real one. Hey, look at you trying to make me blush in my astronaut suit. You're going to have me fog up the whole lens of the astronaut suit. Watch it now. Watch it. All Kujin in the building. What's good, family? What's good? Yeah, we're going to continue to build on this. So, but yeah, just to continue on with what Queen I know who I am said. She was like, unfortunately, marriage today is more like a hookup. The society we live in today is a hypersexual one, and people are often quick to confuse lust with love. It's a complicated process to find that spiritual, special twin flame to build a successful, strong, pleasing, and satisfying partnership partnership in a long-term loving peaceful relationship with. And not to put Queen, I know who I am on the spot, but yeah, I normally at my channel I don't say partnership. It's better to say companionship because when you say partnership, that just makes the man equal to the woman. When really a man and a woman actually complement each other more so than equal each other. It's more of a equalizer versus equality. You know what I'm saying? Truly, you see the yin and yang at work when the unity of the genders come together. That's why it's so powerful that there is feminine and masculine, even in plants, not just animals. Yes, I said plants. There's a male plant and there's a female plant. A lot of people don't know that though. Yes, how you think plants actually procreate? They have to have male and female too, but no one talks about that, right? So, and that's part of that ecosystem. That's how we actually are supposed to do this thing with relationships and marriages. It's supposed to be very similar to nature, you know, the ecosystem, you know. But I don't want to go too deep in a rabbit hole. That's not what this live stream is about, even though I've sort of just showed y'all different rabbit holes. Oh, I guess why not? Let me show y'all some. Just having y'all peep at a rabbit hole, not going deep in it. So we have to keep in mind that if we're trying to change how we do love and how we're going about with love, we have to change how we do it amongst the system that we reside in. You know, how do we define that going forward? Do you want to declare your love based on the way the system is now, or based on kind of what you two people define amongst each other as it actually used to be back in the day, and what we see a lot of indigenous people, Aboriginal people do around the world? You know, do we want to go back to more of a tribal way of dealing with each other, or do we want to become more systematic? Y'all let me know, because this idea of relationships and marriages are transactional is actually based on the systematics, and so my thing is that it doesn't have to necessarily be that way, and that it is not entirely that way. But with the thumbnail, I've went over some things with thumbnail in the previous live stream to this one. Check that out. And my playlist of live streams from yours truly, I put the recap, basically the live stream prior to this one. I put that in the playlist of mine titled live streams from yours truly. And if you want to see the live stream prior to that I did with Kujan 87, look at my brand new playlist titled Cookouts from Yours Truly, because it's gonna become like even more prolific of cookouts over there. But yeah, just getting back to this thumbnail. Uh with the systematics that I'm talking about. The computers that y'all saw, the people coming out of the screens. Okay, I tell y'all right now, y'all talk about paper marriages right now. What about computer marriages? Just marrying via internet. What if dating sites actually become marriage sites in the future? When you all you have to do is declare your vows online, right? I wouldn't be surprised of that. Look at how far OnlyFans has come, and that'll give y'all just an idea of what I'm talking about. Aquarius said, yes, true in regards to male and female plants. When you get allergies, it's from tree sperm pollen floating around the air. Bam, that part. Kujin said the indoctrination um, got both sides lost. Yeah. And Kujin said, yo, that's actually happening. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man, with the whole online marriages. This stuff is crazy. And then just like a business license, you could do your business license online. I mean, you could do your marriage license online. I mean, they have marriage conglomerates, if you will, kind of like how LegalZoom can speed up your process of getting your business license. Well, the same thing with a marriage license. It's not overnight that you actually get married, though. You do your vows at the aisle and y'all kiss. I mean, there's still paperwork that goes into that long afterwards that you still have to process. That's why I like the honeymoon is kind of like the in between time of just like, until all the paperwork get finalized. And then of course the divorce takes even longer to take place. But with these new marriage sites, oh man, so that takes it to another level. So these new online marriage licenses, if you will, and marriage sites, will they also have the power for one to get a quick divorce just as quick as they can get you married online? Hmm. One can get me back on that information. Feel free. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, Kuja said, oh yeah, you gotta show me a video on that. Oh yeah, for sure. I look forward to it for sure. Yeah, like I said, it's a forward thinking channel. This definitely a forward thinking channel over here. Okay, I'm not even giving myself the glory for it. I give the creator all the glory, and I just happen to host this channel for y'all. Yeah, you said Aquarius. I won't be surprised either because Roger Troutman already sang about computer love in the 80s. Also, they're making everything digital for the new world. Yeah, I can see that. And then I did a live stream about that, Aquarius. If you go into my playlist live streams from yours truly, I talked about this title called, well, the topic of that live stream was called Wi-Fi Wife. So look that up. Yeah. hmm So, but yeah, let's continue on. And I want to hit y'all up and continue on with my presentation about just how a lot of things are becoming more transactional instead of transformational. Like I've been stating, I'm gonna break down. I was trying to break that down in the previous live stream to this one, but I got cut short because I had to get back to work. But here I am now. One second. All right. So yeah, every time I say 1 second in this live stream, I have to wash down this lunch, this nice garden salad. So so excuse me, y'all. Uh, oh, you said Kuji, it's a show called Black Mirror. Got you. Hmm. Okay, but yeah, I've been on the previous live stream to this one. I was just kind of laying out how things have become transactional based on how some guys go for the they go for the bad girl first, and basically this is not a truly masculine guy because a real masculine guy is not going to go for the bad girl. She's either trying to be good or she has been good, but she's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Why would a man downplay himself for a chick that's not being feminine, right? All right, so let me see. I went over well, I've been going over 8 reasons why guys choose bad girls first. And once again, in this particular live stream, for those on the replay, I could put the description of it in the actually I'll do something different. I'll do something different actually. So for those right now listening to me, I could put the link. Let me see. I could put probably the link to what I'm saying in the chat, right? Because I already did a previous live stream where I put this link in the description section. So why I need to do it twice? So before I do that, I can just easily go over like what I've been talking about in regards to the 8 reasons why guys choose bad girls, and then I'll get to the last point that I left off at with the previous live stream, just to not take up so much of everybody's time. But 8 reasons why guys choose bad girls first, based on this article. It says, one reason, bad seems hotter. The second reason, bad girls are more outgoing. The third reason, it's an exciting risk. Fourth reason, no thoughts about the future. I really went over that in the previous live stream. Oh, yeah. The fifth reason, it's a challenge. The sixth reason, they're rebels. And that's where I'm gonna pick up at today. That's where I'm gonna pick up at today. Pick up where I left off is on the sixth reason, that they're rebels. The seventh reason, bad girls are not as intimidating, I guess. Last but not least, the eighth reason, fewer strings, or basically no strings attached. But yeah, getting back to the let me see this here. Technology, I tell you, it could be slow at times. Oh well, whatever. I was trying to share this in the chat and it's not. I don't know, my device is tripping. Oh well, anywho. So yeah, if y'all want to check out the link to this site that I'm speaking on right now, this article, go into the previous live stream to this one, which is located in my playlist live streams from yours truly, and basically under the same title as this one, but just with the quotation mark of recap versus this one being an encore. Okay. But I think even on the replay, who knows, I might just put it in the description section instead. The link to the article I'm talking about right now. So but yeah, let's pick up where I left off with the 6 reasons why uh guys allegedly choose bad girls first. Not gonna read much of it, avoiding plagiarism. Basically it talks about this general notion or popular opinion that somehow guys love rebellious girls. Okay. And then it just gives you a breakdown of what that means. I'm thinking this article was written by a female because I don't like a rebellious female. I don't like a gal that's rebellious. You know what I'm saying? But allegedly, this is why guys like bad girls first. So I'm assuming how that would tie in with this topic. Um, to be honest, I think it's this way. I think it's this way. If we could spin that, maybe some of the less masculine guys, they actually don't like a gal that's actually trying to be in order with him. He don't like her just trying to be nice for him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, he don't like her just being nice for him. He don't like her just trying to be good for him. Like you actually got guys that don't like gals being nice to them. Like you just too nice. Like you do too much. Now, I understand the difference. Like if there's a girl that smothers you, because yes, a gal can be not only too sour, she can be too sweet. Okay. And I'll talk about that down the road, a gal that's too sweet. Okay. But in this case, I'm just talking about a guy that don't want her to be sweet at all. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't want her to be sweet at all. Now it could also be that this guy, he acts out in his less masculinity, like a female in her lesser femininity, and he'll be like, "No, I've been hurt. So when you like do all this good stuff for me, now I got a question: why are you doing this for me? Why you want to love me? Why me? why not other guys? And then now you putting this gal through a lot of emotional roller coaster because maybe she was genuine, but you like too paranoid and too trippy. I mean, just get an assurance from her, but you don't have to give her the fifth degree and making her plead the fifth afterwards. Like, don't do that, okay? No need. If she's real, she's real, and if she's fake, you're gonna know, right? But the seventh reason, going to that, not as intimidating. I guess oh wow, this article brings up, I guess, because gals like that tend to act like one of the bros. Oh wow. I hope when y'all check this article out, y'all can read that for yourselves. That's crazy. Yeah, I can see how some guys of the lesser masculine want a chick that acts like one of the guys, I guess, because she likes to watch the Dallas Cowboys. You always see that. Not to even speak on Dallas Cowboys and nothing, but it seems like, yeah, if you get a chick that is into, guy stuff, she's actually just doing that to make herself more attractive. It's not that she's into that, but they'll make themselves into that if it's just something they get used to doing. So I always see chicks, whether online or on some uh online, offline, they seem to always wear them Dallas jerseys, Dallas Cowboys or Las Vegas Raiders. You always see a Raiders jersey, or you always see a chick wearing a Kansas City Chiefs jersey. Yes, I must say it because I'm around that way. The Kansas City Chiefs jersey. Now, me being from St. Louis, when you see a gal wear a St. Louis jersey, and I ain't speaking out about Kansas City, don't get it twisted. But I know in St. Louis, when you see a gal wear the St. Louis clothing, that's not for her to be a fangirl. She just repping her city like a dude repping his city too. So it's a little different in St. Louis. I know that for a fact. I can't speak for other cities, but I know for sure in St. Louis, I know for sure in St. Louis when a gal wears that St. Louis clothing, whether the Blues, the Cardinals, you know what I'm saying? That's because she repping the city. Yeah, but that's interesting. So I guess in regards to tying it in with this topic, uh, I guess some guys want a gal like guy in his lesser masculine. He wants a gal that can relate to him in every way. Even like you gotta like the same sports I like, and that's like the exchange off, usually in a hookup culture type of a situation. And that's how it becomes transactional in that case because you ain't gonna hang out with her unless she likes what you like. See, I ain't like that. I'm like, look, just enjoy being around me, whether you like what I like or not. See, a gal that really likes you, fellas, she just likes being around you. It ain't about her liking what you like. She just likes being around you. And likewise, you doing that for her. You'll watch that girl flick with her if you feel like it sometimes, because you just like her. You know what I'm saying? You just like her being around you. And maybe you might get more insight from her after you watch that girl flick with her. Maybe it might open you up to where like you start to actually get a red pill from that movie itself, right? Yeah. So Aquarius said this: males like bad girls because they freaks in the sheets. That's all that's about. Inner feminine males and inner masculine females are just confused dodo birds. Yeah, I mean, because they're not realizing that they're actually into their inner feminine instead of letting that be their balance or counterweight. Or guys or gals in their inner masculine too much. They become the Megan Thee Stallion types and the Cardi B's and the little Kims and just too much of whatever. Or even the city girls. Yeah, I said it. The city girls. Yep. They become too much of that. Right? You said Aquarius. Females go for a particular type of man where they can tolerate a male and so she can do her part. Hashtag getting where she fits in. Yeah, yeah, that whole hypergamy thing. She practices a lot of hypergamy and hypogamy. Now, I've pretty much have been breaking down that because I don't do the hypergamy at this channel. I'm not about manipulation at this channel. I'm not about game at this channel. And I'm not about hypergamy at this channel. However, I peep game and I peep the hypergamy in the game, if you will, in the games that they play. Even with, a lot of gals that call themselves Hebrew Israelites, they do what I call Hebrew hypergamy. Now, not every feminine that calls themselves a Hebrew does what I call Hebrew hypergamy, but I'm noticing a lot of gals out here, especially when I go online and I see it, but even offline, I notice this Hebrew hypergamy thing going on. It's interesting. Once again, another coin term by yours truly. Let's keep going. Okay. Uh, Okay, but last but not least, the last reason why I guess guys allegedly go to bad girls first is this notion that it's fewer strings. So I guess in that case, because I guess a lot of guys just don't want commitment these days. I guess, yeah, because a lot of guys now just feel like they gotta dump, they gotta pump and dump, and one day you're gonna pump and dump the wrong chick. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pump and dump the wrong gal. And it's like you shouldn't do that. So you actually want to make sure that when you get around the feminine, that there are a lot of strings. If you're about commitment, if you're not about pump and dump, you want strings, but you want to make sure that she's the right one to attach to you. And forget the strings. Okay, why even have the strings? She's supposed to be your rib. Why have strings in the first place? What, she's a parachute? But last time I checked, even parachutes have malfunctions. So I'm just saying. But I ain't gonna even break down this. This is pretty self-explanatory on this last but final reason for why guys go for bad girls first. But I guess with that said though, yeah, that's what makes it the transactional side of it is when you do have a guy that wants a gal that he feels like she don't get on me, like I don't like a gal on me, like just really on my head about stuff all the time. And it's like, well, you just make sure you get around a gal that's not on your head that much about stuff all the time. You don't try to go with a chick though with no strings attached because that's a problem too. Okay. So you want that balance of the feminine that's concerned about your well-being, but she's not getting on your nerves about it. That's what you want, fellas. That's what you want. Okay. And of course, ladies, ladies, a lot of the real women get that. You know, they get that because they just trying to keep the man in her life. She's just trying to like, hey, whatever I gotta do to like keep him. He's a great man, and he don't need all that stress and headaches. She wants to give you head and not headaches, fellas, just like the song says, right? Just saying. Uh, you said Aquarius. Oh yeah, you already know hypogamy, straight up. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, let's get off into actual the meat of this live stream. What I'm trying to talk to y'all about, even what y'all saw on the thumbnail, and we not even 30 minutes in, okay? I tell y'all, this is how Chef Ray RD be doing things up when I get in the kitchen. You dig? Okay, looks like Aquarius really hitting home. I appreciate your feedback. What's good with you, Tampa? Good to see you once again. You said Aquarius. Clingy at times, but not overwhelming and overbearing. That goes for both men and women. Oh yeah, it's all about balance. Balancing that yin and yang all day. Oh yeah, but yeah, I hear what you're saying, of course. But we gotta specify the women. I definitely want to get on the guys about this too, because it's a little different how guys are clingy. I guess I'll put one example out there. You might have a guy that has a surveillance in his house and he has cameras all over the house watching everything that his wife does when he's not around. Okay, boom, I just hit y'all with one. Let's go. You said Kujin. Those type of dudes love an unaccountable woman because an accountable woman makes sure I'm not going down the wrong path. Right. And yeah, a chick that's unaccountable, she can't call herself a woman if she's unaccountable. Real talk. You just don't take account of that type of chick being a woman. But yeah, let's go into the meat of this live stream. Okay. So uh y'all saw on the screen, on the thumbnail at the bottom where it says exchange versus communal. Okay. So basically it talks about two different types of relationships, but this also can be the same with marriage. And I say it that way because I've already broke down that I don't believe in a relationship by itself, but I do believe in different types of relationships. One second. Yeah, so this idea of relationships and marriages or transactional, let's break it down further. How about just saying different types of relationships and marriages are transactional? Okay. Or you can even take it a step further. Different types of relationships and different types of marriages are transactional. See, that just opens up the floodgates of a lot of things we could really talk about, but we won't go there. I'm just letting y'all know I can go there. Okay. But yeah, usually in exchange relationships, members benefit each other to incur or repay obligation, quid pro quo. In a communal relationship, the basis of benefit is concern for the other's welfare. So as you see with communal relationships, they are more reciprocal, okay? Because you're concerned, like you're naturally wanting to make sure that the other person's okay. Or if y'all can look this up, it's called the honor system. Well, the honor system also, the funny thing about the honor system is that it somewhat can be transactional, but I believe it's communal because of the honor behind it, right? Like the person is honorable. So that's why y'all even did this honor system with each other. You know that this person got your back in a time of need, right? So that's why they actually call it the honor system. One could easily could try to make it the honor system exchange relationship, but I don't think in an honor system it's an exchange relationship because it's still depending on how honorable the person is. And let's say this person still had your back, but what if they haven't been honorable? Then you're not going to want nothing from them going forward because you're like, if you did that to other people, I can only imagine what you could do to me in the future. So I appreciate you doing this for me, but I think like we're gonna have to like kind of stop doing all this. Like we're gonna have to cut this out. You know what I'm saying? Because you just see their honor beyond what they've given you in an exchange. Okay, honor is deep because you wouldn't even want to reciprocate with that person if they haven't been honoring you or honoring their word around you. Okay, whether it's relatives, whether it's your loved one, as far as who you're intimate with, regardless. Like you wouldn't even, hey, the honor system even goes so far as to say we can apply intimacy to this, right? Like, you know, all the things that gals complain about guys not doing in the bedroom and things like that. Well, that's actually also an honor system to that, ladies, because like you got to think like his output could be based on your input, but if he's not putting out based on your input, that's because he doesn't appreciate your input. So you have to keep that in mind, ladies. You said Aquarius. I see what you're saying, Ray. I truly do, but all relationships are conditional and transactional. Well, they not all relationships are like that. They can be, but not all of them are. Some of them are, but not all of them. I get what you're saying, but then you also said Aquarius. But both people in that type of relationship that you just spoke on or marriage have to fulfill the needs and wants of the other person. But then that's what makes it beyond transaction. Okay, and we're gonna get to that. Okay, that's why I'm breaking this down right now. Um, but see, also beyond what I just broke down with exchange relationships and communal relationships, and y'all can look these terms up. Don't just take my word for it. We see often occur in sexual scenarios, like sort of what I just alluded to earlier, but based on the communal side. But on the exchange side, okay, um, after people have been through their bout, dealt with people playing games, this is why you hear some people say they want relationships and not just relations. Hey, what's good, Naima? Yeah, I gotta get in touch with you, get in touch with you more often. Excuse me. But yeah, good to see you up in the building. Long time no see. She's actually been around for quite some time at my channel. So I definitely I gotta show you my support. Gotta actually give you a wrench too. So I got you, Naima. I got you. I'll get you a wrench. Good to see you up in the building this afternoon. Um, let me I guess I'll continue to talk on this. So that's the thing though, y'all. Like that's why y'all be hearing, like, even when you go on dating sites, especially with the feminine, um, you do get a lot of people that say they want relationships and not relations. That's why they say that, because people are tired. Well, with the feminine for sure, they get tired of just the exchange. Not only the exchange, but the exchange rate. But usually, after they've seen what the exchange rate is, they just get tired of the exchange because they realize there's something more than just exchanging with the person. You got to be communal, and that goes in line of what I'm saying. Like, um, that goes in line of what I'm saying in regards to uh, relationships and marriages are not just transactional. So let's get beyond that, right? Let's get beyond that, because I've said before in the previous live stream, even the one that I did with Cool Gent, we got to get out of this mindset that relationships are only just transactional, and no pun intended, Aquarius, but like, yeah, we got to get beyond just that being the only way and the only notion. Yes, that can be sometimes, and for some people, I get that, but not always, right? And not all the time. So marriages and relationships have to become more transformational instead of transactional. So um I guess let's just look up transactional, right? Let's look that up before we even get on the idea of what I mean by transformational. Let's talk about transactional. What does that really mean? What does that really mean to be transactional? Well, it seems like some type of commerce to it, right? Now, I've said things too, like with my definition of cheating. My definition of cheating is the underestimation of one's value. Now, when I say the word value, that sounds transactional too. So you're like, Ray, if you're trying to talk about transformational and you bring up the word value and that's transactional, Ray, you're kind of contradicting yourself, Ray. Well, let's look up value first before I get to transactional. Let me do that then, just in case there's someone out there that wants to say Ray is contradicting himself. Yes. Okay. So, value. Let's look at value. Okay. Value is not just about money. That's the thing people don't understand. Value, in many ways, has evolved to where some people have equated that to money, but originally, value was not about money. Because, see, when you actually did something and you gave to somebody back in the day, long before money existed, you did it out of care. You didn't do it out of currency. See, this would all have to change our whole notion of how we look at things. And even as we look at the future of this society and how things are going, even when we talk about shots and computer chips and things like that, we can see that we're moving in a way of where we no longer care. We're getting further into currency. We're becoming more transactional, less transformational, less communal, more exchange. We're seeing this. Okay. Like I said, I just open y'all up to rabbit holes. I'm not going to go deep in it. Don't do this to me today, y'all. Don't do this to me today. Okay. But value, just looking it up. One definition of it is the regard that something is held to deserve, the importance, worth, and usefulness of something. Okay. Yes, the regard that something is held to deserve, the importance, worth of usefulness of something. Okay. And it sounds like almost I said youthfulness, usefulness, youthfulness. That could somewhat mean the same thing, but not necessarily. Because, some youth aren't useful because they're still learning how to be useful. But ironically, that can make some of them useful because some of the youth are eager to learn. So you could get around somebody that has that same youthful way, someone that's just eager to do things for you and be around you. So if this ties back in with my definition of cheating, I just proved how I'm not contradicting myself about the underestimation of one's value, because I didn't tie value to money. I tied that in value to someone that is held to a deserve. Like, basically, I appreciate you. Okay. Like, you deserve nothing but the best from me because of how I appreciate you. And when I don't do that, that's how I'm really cheating on you. I'm making you worthless in my own way. Right. So let me get off of that. And before I get to talking about transactional, let me see what Naima said. She said, it's always a transaction, whether money, energy, time, but it's always an exchange. Yeah, it could be that way. Like, yeah, exactly. Like in regards to how it comes out. Yeah, but the only key about it is, yeah, that's why I said we gotta move away from the money. But even the energy, like we're talking about exchange, just from the standpoint of energy. The key thing about the energy aspect is where you putting your energy to. Like, it has to go back to the heart rhythm, if you will. It has to go back to that way. Because like with the energy of the heart is reciprocal. Okay, the heart is actually reciprocal. See, a lot of what I'm saying right now, getting beyond this idea of everything being transactional, we got to start thinking more in terms of reciprocal. Okay, we have to do that. It's like you're putting out, basically because of the way someone been putting out for you. And if that person's not putting out for you based on them really caring for you, then you're not going to do that for them because you know that they don't care about you like that. You don't even want somebody exchanging something with you if they don't care about you. Okay. Now I get it if you're just out here putting on your blue collar or white collar shirt and you're dealing with people that you'll never see again in life. You just want that exchange and hopefully a fair exchange, or else you're going back to the counter because they added extra tax to your payment, or to the charge, or they took an extra tip out of your credit card that you noticed on your receipt. You see what I'm saying? You said, cool gent, people are losing the foundation and are giving into the beast system. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's it. uh you said, Aquarius, exchange is anything that is transactional. It doesn't have to be money. That's true. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting away from this uh notion of just what we have perceived to be in regards to just what transaction is. You know what I'm saying? We have to get past that. We have to make things more transformational instead of transactional. You said reciprocation is exchanging energy. That's transactional in a good way if you do it for the right one, which can be transformational. Okay, now you really said a mouthful there, Aquarius. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get to my point of this transformational here ASAP so you can sort of see the difference. Okay. Um, Here's the thing about the reciprocation, you know, uh the reason why, when I go off reciprocation and I look at it as an energy exchange, because without that there's no life, right? But in an exchange in this world, not thinking about reciprocation, they don't care about your life regardless of the exchange. You know, think of the heart in the way that it beats and how everything is harmonized. With that, there's life. Okay, when we try to make this more artificial in regards to just saying it's an exchange or a transaction, we're literally taking a life away and we're making things more like a pacemaker. And that's no pun intended for anyone that has a pacemaker. But that's kind of what it is. Like, if we want to really talk about it from like how you're saying it, Aquarius. Okay. Um, yeah, you said let's continue on here. Like I said, if anybody yeah, I'm not sure if people want me to drop the link to jump on, but no biggie. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this transaction. Let's talk about transaction. Okay. Well, if you looked it up, it simply says relating to the conducting of business, especially buying. or selling. So that's what I'm trying to get you to see, even Aquarius and anyone else. Transactional is related to the conducting of business, especially buying or selling. In a relationship, so you mean tell me in a relationship, it's relating to the conducting of business, especially buying or selling. That's what we have made it be. That's why I'm not with the popular opinion about relationships and marriages being transactional. That's for some people. That's not for me because that's not the way it should necessarily be. That's not the way it used to be. Okay. Relationships and marriages at one point were not relating to the conducting of business, especially buying or selling, as given the definition of transactional shows. Oh, let's talk about another terminology for transactional. It says relating to exchange. Woo, did I just say that? Relating to exchange or interaction between people. Okay. Boom. My bombshell for y'all. So y'all can even see that there's literary proof of how exchange and transactional go hand in hand, right? But that's not what I'm trying to get y'all on. I'm trying to get y'all to really see that I'm merely exposing this whole notion of what transaction has meant for a long time and that it actually shouldn't apply to us or apply to people that really want more out of their relationship or marriage than just this feeling of transaction because you start to realize it just feels more artificial. Okay. Okay, Cool J. Oh yeah, you said I wouldn't mind jumping on the panel for a minute. Okay, I got you, fam. Yes, yes, yes. Let me go over the definition of transformational, and I got you because I know you finna chop it up. Give me a couple minutes. I got you, family. You said Aquarius. Oh, I see what you mean. You take the living essence of the soul and the spirit out of it, which is love. When you say transactional, transformational is what the heart wants. Exactly. Exactly. Because see, if you think about it, the heart transforms, yes, the heart transforms the dead to living, even when they revive you and the body is cold and you think that person is dead and the heart starts beating again, then that person comes back to life. The body is no longer cold. The body is no longer cold. The skin is no longer pale. But guess what? It took the soul and the spirit to get back into that heart, to get that heart to beat, to get your body back to life. Woo, let's go. Let's go. All right. Let me talk about transformational. And yeah, let me actually put the link. Let me see this. Let me put the link in the chat right now. Let me put the link in the chat right now. So that way, boom. That way it's there. All right. So just really how I do this because I know how it be. Okay, I just put the link in the chat for Cool Gent and others that want to jump on. But the way that I nail this down is it's got to be people that I know. If I don't know you, I'm not going to accept you on the panel. So people that I know, that's who I let on the panel, right? That's how you clear out all the BS. With I know people like I'm gonna send you an email, and nothing against people that do that, but I'm saying I don't need to do that, right? Because my thing is that I just only let people I know on the panel anyway. And then I'm gonna actually go over the transformational definition while Cool Gent is on the panel. I'm gonna go over that definition. I'm gonna let him on right now. And then Naima, she says something, so I'm gonna go over that right quick as well. I see you, Naima. I'm gonna chop up on what you just said too, because you brought up something interesting. All right, let me add Cool Gent. Hey, what's good, family? How you doing this Saturday?
Yo, happy Sabbath to all y'all, bro. How you doing, Ray? Shout out to everybody in the chat room, man. This is a
Man, just
fire topic, man. And shout out to Aquarius too, man. And she gave me an idea. It's like y'all already talking about it right now. So if I may,
go ahead, man. Do your thing. Go ahead and take off with it, family. Yeah,
all right.
I can't wait
So
to see how you do it at your channel, man. I can't wait to see how you do it there.
I might as well go and talk about it now, man. Shout out to Aquarius though, man. and she brought this up to both of y'all. And I believe gonna make a huge difference, bro, for what I'm seeing now. I call it reciprocational relationships versus the transactional relationships. And I'm glad y'all broke that down because when you think about reciprocational relationships, right? It makes you think about because you love somebody, you're doing it out of love. You know, I'm doing it because I care about you. And then we think about the transactional. I'm only doing something just to get it out, get something out of you. Sex, you know what I'm saying? Simple things like that. What they call like a trophy wife or something like that. You know, that right there will make you see the huge difference. Like when you look at people's relationships, like, this person's only doing it for only for money, or you see this person like only doing it for like because they love them. You know, love is a verb. You know, like I'm with this person, like they may be a little lazy, but I do doing something because I love them. You know, and there's more transactional relationships than it is reciprocal relationships nowadays, man. Within this generation, especially, and everything is going to be transactional. It's going to like what y'all said earlier about the digital. You know, everything's going digital and stuff. That's why I brought up the B system stuff. And I got to send you that video on the couple that was married like online, like through StreamYard. I was like, wow. So it is. So you're definitely spot on with that, brother Ray. It's definitely going to happen though, man. Like even as of now, it haven't became like a huge big thing just yet, but it's going to you're gonna start seeing it in the upcoming future, man. Because people don't have the basics. As I said before, man, you know, the love, caring for one another, the simple things, the communication, you know what I'm saying, appreciating a person like from who they are instead of what they have. But yeah, that's why I want to bring up. You know, you all are doing an excellent job, man, talking about this topic that needs to be discussed because you know, people don't know who to learn from no more. It's everything's out of order. It's like it has to be taught over again. It definitely has to be taught over again. You know, it's like we're at a point to where people people just don't have those basics. They don't have those basics no more, man. And they're looking for all the answers in the wrong place. But yeah, that's what I want to come on here and say, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem, man. I appreciate you coming up to even say that. I really appreciate it because everything you said was spot on. And feel free if you want to hang around a little bit longer or if you got to go, that's cool. But yeah, man, I just touch up more on what you just said though, because what you said was profound. And this I'm gonna tie that in with what Naima just said. She said, unfortunately, it's not going back to the way it was, given like what you said about and how we've been talking about things becoming more digital. Um, but yeah, she just said also, you just have to find your partner that will operate how you like. But see, that's the catch. Like what I just said earlier, Naima, you probably just showed up uh after I had said it. But like even at this channel, like I don't that's why I don't say partnership. You know, I'm more
Mm-hmm.
about the companionship side of it because
Mm-hmm.
partnership makes people more equal. There's no equalizing, just equal. So when you're complementary, that makes it more reciprocating. So I believe more in the companionship side of it. And then just think when you hear someone say companion, there's more love in that. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
but you were right though, Naima, as far as that will operate how you like. That is true. That is very true. And so we're trying to get, at least over here, I'm trying to get people to operate more on the transformational side than the transactional side, because that's going to make the difference with our children in the future. Otherwise, you might as well say we're raising up robots. Real talk.
We are. We are. Everything you said was spot on, though, man. And shout out to Naima for what she said, because people are just looking for partners. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like when you look for a partner, you're it's more of the business side, and like you're competing. Like two people shouldn't be competing. You all should be having the same type of goal. You know what I'm saying? You're reaching that same stretch goal, man, and not competing with each other. You know, everybody is in a transactional relationship just to compete with each other and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You got me for one day, this person got me for the next day or that day, but it's not really nothing truthful or something with substance. Everything is surface level based, man. And that's why I said what I said, that people have lost the foundation. They lost the basics, man. When you ain't got that, you ain't really got nothing at the end. Truth be told, man. It's just all falls from here, straight down.
Man, and we still, I'm glad, like me and you, we outside of the manosphere. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because unfortunately, a lot of manosphere guys are still bringing up this transactional thing as we speak, and they're not giving people more insight that there's something beyond transactional, and that doesn't
Mm-hmm.
apply for everybody. That's what's unfortunate. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's
man,
facts. And I see that you know, the money and stuff, about the money and stuff, but it's not about who you are as a person, you know what I'm saying? And look, and the potential of that person, you know what I'm saying, what they could be. Because it's like they want the gold now instead of just waiting for it to build up to like what it's supposed to truly be. So it's like you plant the seeds and watch it grow. They want the tree to already be big instead of watching it grow from the ground to the making it to the top for it to open up and blossom. So that's man, it's just crazy. Everybody want everything so fast now, man. It's everything so fast, you know, and it's just crazy, man. It's crazy.
yeah. Why do they think I wore the astronaut suit? You know, astronaut. That's like outer space. I'm out of those spaces.
Right. That's a good one. I like that. That's facts. That's facts though. You just come to visit the planet and see how so much bull crap that it is down here.
Man, phew, say that again, man. God, what you
Yep.
said.
Yep. Coming to visit the planet, see how much bull crap it is though. I'm like, oh, time for me to go. Yep. Gotta be
Yeah.
out this world, man. Hmm.
Woo. And then you could. The crazy thing is, you go out, and then you can see the planet destroyed from far away. You can see it destroying itself. Like, dang.
Man,
Like,
facts. That's facts.
but I'm gonna touch upon that definition of transformation. I want to get that out the way because, like, that's what we trying to get people on versus transactional. Not to say that doesn't happen, but we're just trying to let people see beyond that stuff. For people that do want to, like, have some type of like ray of hope, and no pun intended on saying ray of hope, but literally, like, there's more to it than what's been told. That's why I'm here. That's why I started this channel. So transformational, it says relating to or involving transformation or transformations. Like, it really doesn't go as deep like when you first look at it, right? But like, I looked at some of the aspects of it though. But transformational is usually like uh it's about making something positive. It's about positive. It's about motivation. So it's like you really need that to bring forth good, bring forth life. Like the positivity of having a child. Who just has a child just because?
Right.
I think, to be honest with you though, a lot of people have a child just because they didn't love those children. They just love that guy that you just happen to have children with. And
Hmm.
maybe that guy thinks the same way. He didn't love those children. He just loved the girl that he had the children with. And that's part of that transactional side. Like,
Hmm.
the purpose, like, we
It's
back
facts.
in the days, there was a purpose of creating a village, creating a village, creating a culture, all of that, and we've totally lost that as of now. Like, I can
Hmm.
say as of now, a majority of relationships in marriages are transactional as a result.
Hmm. Hmm.
Man.
Yeah. It's like, okay, now that I got you for they got each other for sex. You gave a child. Now I want to take all your money, and it's just basically transactional though, man. And then I hear, I hate to say this though, but I hear a lot of women have like transactional relationships though. When they get on these shows and they talk about, well, now I'm looking for a real man that's gonna take care of me and mine. So I'm the whole package. Use a damn lie. Use a damn lie from the pits of hell. But that's what we are today, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm like, man, there was more to this, man. Because I was just hearing all this. I was like, man, this still ain't making people happy, man.
It's not.
There ain't no
It's not.
love and happiness in this. There ain't. Hey, I'm gonna just say this. There ain't no love and happiness in a transactional relationship or marriage.
Facts. Facts.
I'm gonna just
Facts.
say it.
Mm-hmm. It's not. It's
What?
really not, bro.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's really not, man. And it's sad from what I'm looking at. So it seems like everybody's about the money. Like, okay, it's about the money now. You know, the women competing with the men or against the man instead of, you know, being that spouse. But this what happens when you learn the wrong indoctrination and stuff, and your upbringing comes out differently than what we see. It's like we've been taught the right things as far as like the logical thinking men, the ones who have our masculine card, then versus the women, like they said, they always use the women as the weaker vessel. So that's why a lot of them don't really know what a true relationship is supposed to be about. You know, some of the guys ain't gonna say, "Oh, man," but you gotta guard your mind, you gotta guard your heart, man, because like I said, you know, who you were taught by makes all the difference in the world.
Man, you know, the crazy thing is, like with transformational, you could literally raise something from the dead, but something transactional can lead to one's demise. You could literally
Right,
raise something.
right. Very true, very true, man.
Looks like you got something in your background, maybe a fan or something. Not
Oh,
sure.
my bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
you good? You good? Let's see what Aquarius says. She said competition or partnership is the demise, speaking of demise, of relationships and marriages. I agree.
hmm
Killing the essence of the soul and spirit when you're competing with a partner or as someone you see as a partner. That's a disservice to both people. Bingo. Okay, let me get him back on. You see this here. All right, there you go. Yeah, but that's that. You hitting the nail, Aquarius.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. You basically
it's facts.
summarized everything. Everything that I've been talking about, you're summarizing that
Mm,
beautifully.
that's
Woo.
facts.
Let's see
That's
what you
major
said
facts.
here. Yeah.
Dang. Competition and a partnership. Wow, that's very true.
Ooh, she said something else. She said competition or partnership just leads the spirit, or better yet, the ego to self-sabotage in
Mm,
relationships and marriages. Spirit
mm.
gets tired of that, and that cause and of that cause there's no harmony on it. Bingo. Stop, Aquarius.
That's too much
Woo.
truth right there, because she's
Mm.
right about that. Shit, the spirit gets tired of that, cause there's no harmony. Basically, it's like you're not in the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? When both of you should be married in spirits. So when you outside of that, it's like, you know, there's no harmony, and you won't be able to connect. You won't be able to love each other from who you are, and people just going out of balance. It's basically going out of balance, man. So she's spot on with that, with those comments. Aquarius hitting on target today. On target.
Yeah. On target. Beam. Shoo, she got the beam out. Got that
Damn.
beam out. She gonna
Got
make
that.
sure it hit. She making sure it hit.
Yep. She gonna make sure it hit hard. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. And that's all we try to do right now. We set it up, man. We set this up. Had to set the target on this so people kind of know this is where I'm coming from. Cause I'm like, I'm just tired of all the dissidents and stuff. You know, like I hear a lot of what people saying out here, but I understand people not understanding like this inverted perspective.
It
That's
is.
what gets a lot of people not liking my channel. Cause I come from that inverted perspective. That's what it is, man. And I'm
Yeah.
like, look. It's like I'm not knocking what you saying, but I got something to say too. You know what I'm saying?
You know something? It's like we're walking regularly while everybody else is upside down, man, and they don't see no problem with it.
Like an inverted inversion. Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Facts, man. Facts. We're looking up, and it's
Wow.
like, dang, do they not see like we're on the ground? It's just crazy, man.
Hey, it really brings in light of this idea of energy vampires. And vampires upside down anyway.
Yeah. Facts.
Facts.
Mm, mm,
Facts,
mm,
bro.
mm.
Dang.
That's another topic altogether,
All by itself. Yep. Sure ain't lying about
man.
that, man.
But yeah,
Facts.
I'm definitely gonna have to break down more of the transformational. I think that's gonna have to be pushed a lot more too. In the days to come, it just has to be pushed because I feel like people are only getting one side of the story. They're not hearing both sides, and this is making a lot of people still wondering why things are just not going the way they go. I think Kevin Durant said it best because to him, he wasn't about necessarily seeking the happiness, the feeling, but basically the journey leads him to having happy feelings. So I think when people talk about what it takes for them to be happy and all these transactions, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're not appreciating the journey.
They're not.
They don't even care about the journey.
Mm-hmm.
So that
When
that that takes away the communal and the transformational side of everything.
mm-hmm. When you look at these like celebrities, right? The male celebrities and stuff, like Hollywood in general. You that's all you see is just transactional though, man. Transactional relationships. So that lets us know right there. I mean, something I think a lot of us overlooked that is like all of them relationships are just transactional though, man. It wasn't really about the love stuff. Whether he has a lot of money or doesn't have a lot of money though. If they're not two organic people though, man, then it just won't work. It just won't work. So everything in America is just only transactional instead of everything happening natural. And that's what we
Woo!
lose.
Say that again. That organic part. Say that again. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, no doubt, bro. Yeah. If it's not authentic, organic, original, then guess what? Everything is not going to work out at all. It's not going to be authentic. You know what I'm saying? Relationships. That's why everybody's like, they're not happy in relationships because it never has been a true relationship. It's just been transactional the whole time and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They only get something out what they want. Oh yeah, this real talk. I'm gonna go in because real, because this is what I see with a lot of these women, and men too. For men, it doesn't matter how much money you got. It don't matter if you do this high value man or whatever, right? It doesn't matter because you're only doing it for, like I said, for the money for the woman. And then for the woman though, your beauty still doesn't make you high value though. Yes, she's supposed to be beauty, but guess what? Like the scriptures say, beauty is vain. What you gonna have when you get older and stuff? Will you have that man? I mean, are you gonna be feminine at the end, and you still have the man that's right there to see that in you 50, 60, 70 years from now? Because guess what? Everything now, what people are doing is pretty much in vain, man. We gotta talk about that, man. It's a whole topic by itself. Being in
Yeah,
vain.
because if you think about it, speaking on that, you could tell when a chick is like that, and we could get on the dudes too. But when a chick is like that, you just see her. She's the chick that's always showing her butt and her boobs first.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They out there. That's transactional. That's vanity right there.
Yep. Transactional.
That's the
Yep.
one you avoid. That's the
Yep.
one you avoid.
Transactional
Mm-hmm.
chicks and dudes. Yep. Transactional men and women, bro.
Yeah, the dudes like these guys talk about, in that little sphere, in that sphere, where I mean, when I drive the cars and I get all this money, it's for the gals, man. It's to pull them panties,
Yep.
like
Mm-hmm.
they talk about that. Talk about that, look, money, and status. Okay, that's all transactional, dog. That's
Mm-hmm.
all transaction.
And you know what? Speaking of that, when they say you got to get on their level though, I just say no. You got to get on the reciprocational level though. You know what I'm saying? Screw your transactional relationship because it's all gonna fall. It's all inflation. Truth be told, it's all inflation with that. The how do I want to say this? The reciprocation is all it's like gold. Reciprocational relationships is like it's like gold. While transactional relationships is like inflation though, man. Point blank. Period.
And that's probably actually the real essence, like, because even though I'm talking about transformational, because it's something people don't hear that much, but actually, like, reciprocational, that's actually represented of something that is transformational. Like, you know, it has to be like that. Like,
Mhm.
because even a slow beating heart, what it's going to transform the way you function. A
Mhm.
fast beating heart is going to what transform the way you function.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Woo. This is something. This is a very interesting topic, though, man. Dang, this is so interesting, though, man. Now you got me want to dig deeper into it, cause it's like it opened up my eyes to like something I may have overlooked. We all may have overlooked for like years and stuff, and now within this generation, it's like, okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting now. Now we got to talk about this though. It's like we're basically
Yeah.
separating the wheat from the tares, man. Like
Yes.
the real from the fake. So
Yes.
now, it's like, okay, this a new perspective on something. Like I see totally different now. So it's like, wow, wow.
Yes. I think most of the time, like when you out here talking to a lot of these gals, even for guys listening to this on a replay, and I guess for the gals listening to this on a replay, but they want to peep game on stuff, even though I'm not about game. Uh, Anybody that's talking about just being a partner and transactional, like just like the best thing you could do is just educate them or enlighten them on what we're talking about right now. And if they can't see that, you just hey tell them hey just hey deuces man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because it's like there's more to it than what you're talking about. You got a limited scope on things right now. Very limited scope. A lot of folk mostly got out here a limited scope. It reminds me of like uh I remember there was another content creator out there and she was talking about that me being from St. Louis. There was a St. Louis couple that moved to Atlanta and they were a power couple and all they had was merely a partnership. They were both getting money,
Mm-hmm.
but the chick, the wife wanted to go back home. She got homesick of St. Louis, I guess, and it just became a competition thing between her and the husband, and she ended up killing him, and then she killed herself.
Wow, wow, wow. Dang, shh, dang. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy though, man. And that's the thing though too. I was thinking about when you're off balance like that, man. It make you do things you never want to do. That's why it's so important, man. Like to learn how to do things the authentic way, the right way, the original way. Because, like I said, it's like building the bridge the right way. You can't just go 1, 2, 3, and then 14, 15, 16. No, you got to get all the other numbers in between correctly, order by order, step by step.
Woo! Facts, facts.
Because right now, man, that's what a lot of people's doing, man. They take one, 1, 2, 3 steps and skip all the way to number 15. You know, and skip all the other ones, and that's why they fall right back down. Their whole foundation, man, it's just lost. It's like building the tower up. I think someone brought another example about that too. It's like you skip like the next piece, but then it falls though, because like you may get to the highest point. Like I don't know how many buildings, 4 stories high, but by the fourth one though, it's like it falls because that one piece is missing, like in the middle. So everything's gonna lean over and crumble, man. That's what people's relationships are like these days, man. Failed transaction though, man. Got a glitch in it. It's a glitch.
Pretty much, man. Oh, I could go heavy in this, man, because well, I'll just bring this up before I sign off here, but it's just kind of like with the feminine, they basically skip from 1 to 15 when they're in their sweet 16s. They want to live that best life. You're supposed to do that with the man in your life after you had all them children for him, you know?
Man.
Like,
Woo. Yep. Yep. That's what. Speaking of this, man, if I was on that live stream, right, to answer some questions, women come to say stuff like that. I got like 3 or 4 kids by different guys, right? So that would be a great thing for us to ask. Like, I know somebody probably gonna steal this from us, though, man. I would be like, so is your relationship reciprocal or transactional? Because you only want the good man now, only for him to be reciprocal, but you're not giving anything. You're not a reciprocal part. Well, I won't say partner, but a reciprocal mate. So it's either way. I mean, who you are, but like I said, we'll find it out at the end. Though. I mean, I already see it. I already see it. So now it's like, okay, now I got this right here. I know what type of person she is, and I won't deal with it if she's not what I want her to be.
Facts, and it kind of alludes to what somebody was telling me before behind the scenes about it shouldn't be about laugh now and cry later. It should be cry now and laugh later. You know, that's how
Ah,
life should be.
facts, facts.
You know,
That's
because
how it
that
should be.
means yeah, because you're crying now in order to laugh later. You're putting in the blood, sweat, and tears. You're going through all other steps, and that goes for guys, you know, too. You know, just like she's out there trying to live her best life early, you got too many guys out here showing off too early. You're supposed to be putting in that work right now. She's supposed to be working on building that family with you, and you're supposed to be putting in that work, building up that good life, you know, that she can really enjoy. Like y'all supposed to be doing this together, man.
Yeah,
Godly. Wow.
yeah. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be doing it together though, man. But it's just all about competition. That's why I say all this individualism stuff that's going on, man. Nobody come together. When there's
Oh
no
yeah.
unity in the middle, then it's a wrap.
It's like this, Cooch. It's like this. You talking to her, you like her, and then you talking about life goals, and she wants to move to San Francisco in the next 2 years, and you're like, well, I was thinking about moving down to like Savannah, Georgia. You know, I mean, like I guess maybe we can't meet in the middle. You got your dream, and I got mine, and you're not wanting to be around what I got going on, and you know, just everybody like that in the that it's just, and then you know, yeah, she'll complain about not having a man lead her, and it's like, well, you had your own dreams, so it's
Mm-hmm.
like, you know,
Facts, facts,
I
facts.
think even saying the term, hey, I even think saying the term meeting in the middle to say meeting in the middle, that's transactional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ah, that's interesting though, man. I'm gonna have to really take a look at this and just try to map it out myself because yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I see right now. It's just transactional relationships though, man. Like I
yeah,
said, because it ain't
yeah.
about
I
it
mean,
ain't about the authenticity at all.
yeah, like think about it. When was the last time like you gotta think like you gotta negotiate to have a relationship or marriage? Gotta negotiate?
Mm,
Really?
negotiate.
Hmm.
That's crazy. That man, that's crazy, bro. It's like they just put anything to replace like what's supposed to be there in the first place.
See, they don't say negotiate. When you hear a lot of the popular opinion, they use the word compromise instead.
Oh
Trying to
man.
go. No, you're just talking to negotiation. You know, it shouldn't be about compromising either. But you know, compromise covers the word negotiation because that's what's really going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Big facts. That's an interesting thing. Comment Aquarius said
Which one? Which one?
both of them, the last one, skipping steps and the issue.
Okay. We'll start with that and then yeah, we'll start with this one, the skipping, she said. Go ahead. Yeah, if you want to read it, you can.
All right. Skipping steps and building the foundation. So now it's surely then likely to fall down and be destroyed. And that's right. You're right about that. Because when you miss that piece in the middle, everything collapses. Because it's like you're not on one accord. And that's why I say, like I said, somebody get mad, everything goes to the bottom though, man. I see it. Divorce here is over. No more marriage, no more relationship, no more foundation. Everything is done because, like I said, nobody wasn't building in the order the way it's supposed to be done. When you got this like the word for word, if you ain't got all of them put in the right order, then it's not going to be completed.
Oh yeah. And then if one wants to get biblical with it, I mean in scripture it says the good steps of a righteous man are what? Ordered by the Lord.
Yeah, yeah,
So
hmm
hmm, add that in there.
yeah. And speaking of laugh now, cry later, I think it's a scripture similar to that, but I'm gonna find it and get it.
Oh yeah, definitely look that up. Let's
hmm
see what else Aquarius said here. She said the issue here is when it comes to people not wanting to cry now, laugh later, is fear of struggling forever with that person and not seeing the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Right. Yeah, everybody wants that greener grass on the other side, but it's just astroturf. It's fake. It's fake.
Okay, I think I found it. Man, wow. Oh man, this is man. Oh God, you're
Break
amazing.
it down.
This is
Break it
amazing.
down. Break it down.
Finna go to it right now. All right. This is this. This is it right here. Go to it right here. All right. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2 to 3. It reads, "Better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will take it to heart." Wow. And then check this now, verse 3. "Sorrow," is crying, "is better than laughter, for by a sad countenance the heart is made better." Wow. Wow.
Bingo.
Wow.
That's it. That's it.
That's a scripture. That's a scripture, man.
Ooh, so
Man.
even scripture just proved that it's not about relationships and marriages
Mm-hmm.
being transactional.
Mm-hmm. That's
You got to
facts.
think if it's transactional, oh, it's less of tears. I don't want to go through that. Let's make a transaction instead.
Mm-hmm. That's
Mm,
right.
mm, mm.
And
We
also,
can't have struggle love. No
we
struggle
can't.
love. We can't do struggle love.
Mm-hmm. That's facts, though, man. That's why it's so important to get with the right people, man. The right, how to say that they help me. Like I said, going back to Proverbs 14:1, wise woman builds her house, while a foolish one plucks it down with that or her bare hands, her mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, cool, Jen. Got a question. Like,
Go ahead.
check this out. Does a help me even exist in a transactional relationship?
Oh, bruh, bruh. Oh man, no, bro. Nope, nope,
But
nope.
hey, that could explain why there's so much pushback about it. Woo!
So much pushback, bro. So much pushback with that, bro. Dang, that's deep, man. Everything is lining up, man. It's lining up with the word, man. This is deep, bro. Wow. This is really something, man. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we do, man. We offer the living word. You hear people on these channels talk about scriptures all day, but they don't really break it down.
They don't
They
break it
don't.
down. And guess what? What the scripture say? Wisdom is better than silver and gold, man. Gold and silver.
Yeah, yeah. Facts,
Man.
facts. And that's another level right there too. Oh yeah, because feminine. Wisdom is a feminine word, wisdom. But a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the feminine don't embody wisdom.
They don't.
Mm,
They say what they call it, Sophia. Sophia's
yeah,
she's like your sister, man.
yeah,
So yeah, I love that. Then I'm gonna read verse 5 real quick. It is better
yeah.
to
Go
hear
ahead.
the rebuke. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. Yep.
That's it. And that's the thing. There's a lot of the song of fools out here in these spaces and these spheres. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of that going on. And it seems like the wise, like that people kind of overlooking. That's why it's good to just continue to, like you said, be out of this world with topics, so that by the time they catch up, they'll be like, "Oh, you was right." Like, "Oh yeah, you just now found out how long it
Mm-hmm.
took for you to catch up."
Mm-hmm. Facts, facts, facts. That's gonna be a topic by itself though. How long it took for you to catch up though? Basically, when everybody who didn't want to catch on to what we're saying is now trying to run back to it, just like the Noah's Ark. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Oh man,
Yes. Oh my gosh, man, this is
I'm telling you,
the
bro.
arc.
The art, like Nick, let me in. I see what y'all saying. Nah, it's too late now. It's too late now. It
Too
was
late.
carnal minded.
Too late. Too carnal minded, man. Like what Aquarius said, last but not least, and then yeah, we probably sound off her. Let's see. She said, also people aren't spiritual, which is their higher self, so they run off their ego, which leads to the carnal and physical, which is lower self. That's why there's hardly any transformational relationships. Ding 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 ding. Ding.
Wow. Wow, I gotta read that again. Wow. That's interesting. Also, people aren't spiritual. Woo! Yes, which is their higher self. Facts. The foundation. The foundation. So they run off their ego, which leads to the carnal and physical, which is lowers. That needs to be a test. Okay, I don't say test. There needs to be like a a clip right there. That's why there's hardly any transformational relationships. God, oh my God, Aquarius. Yo, Aquarius, did you know what you just said? Do you realize what you just said? That whole statement right there is 1000% spot on. It is definitely spot on. Wow, that is a man. Look, that needs to be in the frame right there for real. That needs to be in the frame by itself, bro.
Yes. And she brought up a good point. I'm glad you brought that up, Aquarius, because I was thinking that. I'm glad you brought it up. She said there is a helpmeet in very few transactional relationships, but it comes with a higher money price instead of a higher spiritual evaluation. Yeah, because since it doesn't have a spiritual evaluation, that girl is just being a servant, like
That's
a maid, a slave. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. She's just a little slave,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
she doesn't mind. Just
Mhm.
put a bunny outfit on her. Play what girl? Playboy bunny. That come on, man. Stop it.
Mhm.
Stop it.
Mhm. Mhm. Man, that comment she just had before that one, man, and that one was incredible too. But that the last one before that one, man, that was spot on. Definitely spot on. Like I said, that's gonna be in the frame right there. That's gonna be in the crystal frame by itself, Aquarius.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely got a screenshot that one for sure.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Let's
Like
go.
anytime somebody calls some stupid stuff, man, I just pull it out though. Just pull it out here. This what it is
Yeah.
though. This what it is though.
Boom.
Man,
Exactly.
dang.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to sign off here. They see you caught it with me as I was thinking about randomly just going to get some stuff for the cookout coming up. You just happened to
Yeah.
show up as I was doing that. So it's like
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I guess yeah.
I be like, hey, I just had the barbecue truck over in the back of my trunk for no reason, dog. Just having it in the back of my trunk for no reason. Never know.
Right. It'd be like, oh dang, okay, well I ain't got necessarily get this much charcoal because you already had some. Okay, okay.
Facts. Facts. Facts all day.
Man. Shoot. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, fam, and y'all make sure y'all check out Cool Gen 87. He's always been around, man. Uh, very much awesome individual, and y'all always appreciate you showing up every time for sure.
Oh, likewise, brother. Likewise, though, man. I appreciate you having me on your panel, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Aquarius for dropping fire. You and Aquarius dropping fire today, man. All praise to the Most High. So, man, yeah, it's gonna be another live stream, for sure. Later on.
Any final thoughts before you sign out?
Yeah, I guess you can read the last comment for Aquarius though. She got basically people are having a fight with themselves in relationships. Yep, they are having spiritual warfare, which is a higher self versus lower self, which is why relationships are also. Oh my God, yo, Aquarius is like, I'm not gonna compare it, but she's like a female Logan. Yeah.
Oh, she's definitely an oracle. She's like an oracle type for sure.
She's an oracle. Yep, she's an oracle. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's amazing right there. Wow. But yeah, man, thank you for having me on, bro. I appreciate you though, man. It's been a fire stream. I didn't know it's gonna. I didn't know the barbecue was gonna be today. You know what I'm saying? But y'all was over here cooking though, man. I said, man, let me go ahead and pull up. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on and bring my extra stuff, my plates and stuff, man. So.
Man, yeah, it was just a baby Weber grill, man. Just a little baby Weber grill, man. I was just sampling some stuff, man.
Right. That's
yeah.
Sure. Yeah, bro. I appreciate you.
No problem, man. Likewise to you as well, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, everybody.
Shalom. But yeah, with that said, y'all, it was awesome having Cool J in the building, and hopefully y'all enjoyed him around, and you know how we both just going after this. This is what I really wanted to talk to y'all about, and also what he was wanting to put out there. Like we both was talking about this because yeah, there's more than what meets the eye, literally. Like, and that's why I'm here. You know, if nothing else, despite of any naysayer, um, any copycat or whoever, like y'all know where this originality comes from, and yeah, we just that's why y'all see me wear this astronaut suit. You know, I'm out of these other spaces, so y'all could come over here, ride on the spaceship with yours truly, put y'all on some uh something really to orbit to, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, get out of these other frequencies, not to even tell you where you should and shouldn't go, but if you want something better, tell somebody about rayology XM. And yeah, tell somebody about Coogin 87 as well. But yeah, I just really think for my final thoughts, the best thing that I could say, and I'm gonna try to keep this real simple, is that just avoid the transactions. Love is not for sale. Okay. And even think about that. With that transaction, was love even a thought at that time when they had a relationship with you or when they had a marriage with you? Keep that in mind. Okay. Now let's see if there's any more final thoughts in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much everybody got what they wanted to say out the way in the chat, and I hope that everybody enjoys this live stream on the replay. I won't do my closing phrases like I normally do for my live streams, but just make sure if you like this channel, more content on the way. Make sure you subscribe, share this live stream, hit the notification bell. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I got links in the description section, different platforms that I'm on for those on the replay. Even if you want to tip yours truly, that's also in the description section. But yeah, I really hope y'all enjoy this. Just trying to put better perspectives on this topic here and a lot of other topics. I'm not saying I know it all, but I know a lot, and it's been bestowed onto me. So I am a humble person in being a yielded vessel for that purpose. And with that said, much love to y'all. And for those that have been supporting me, that's why I do this. I do this for those that really support me and you know how I'm coming along here. You know, I kind of know already that I'm like ahead of my time with what I'm saying, despite maybe some pushback because a lot of other people go off popular opinions. That's fine, but you know, at first I used to do this content really for me, to be honest, not to be selfish, but you got to have an outlet. And you start to talk and you realize a lot of people, you know, you can relate with people. People like, I really like what you said, you know, and then it just becomes something more than that. The momentum builds up, and then here we are today, Rayology XM, and we're only getting better from here, no matter what it looks like out there, right? So definitely more content like this on the way. Y'all keep me going. I appreciate that. Much love to y'all. Until next time, thanks a million. And yeah, thanks a million for stopping by. Thanks a multi-million for stopping by, everybody. And let's see what Aquarius said. She said, potent and powerful live stream once again. Bombs being thrown, bombs being thrown, and gems appeared afterwards. Facts. You already know, Aquarius. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, yeah, you already know, Cool Gent. Underrated, but never underestimated, even if some try. But we good. I kind of like being under the radar. Radar, RAY, dar. Yeah. You know, like I don't really strive to be one of the biggest channels out there. I just want to be somebody that you remember. Remember, Rolls Royce is not one of the biggest car companies in the world, but everybody knows what a Rolls Royce is, do they not? See y'all on the next one. All right, y'all.